Hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of other bigger commentators are talking about lately, but I feel like they have missed some points and have overlooked some points that I feel like only I really know or that really noticed. And but what we're going to talk about is the newly released, well, supposedly released first DLC for Black Ops 2. It comes with 4 maps, like always, and then the 1 zombies map, like they usually do. So you get 5 maps in total, and then now, unlike any other Call of Duty before, we're supposedly getting a new gun. And that gun is speculated to be called the Peacekeeper SMG. And, there's a picture of it, which I'll put on the screen here. And, it looks pretty cool. If it is an actual thing, it's going to be pretty cool looking. Nobody really knows what it's going to be for. People aren't sure if it's going to be for multiplayer, zombies. Even the campaign has been brought up, which I doubt they would do the campaign. I feel like, and here's where I feel like I can discuss this better than other people. Most of the other commentators that have talked about this just play Call of Duty. I also play other games such as Battlefield 3. And in Battlefield 3, there is tons, and I mean tons, of gun DLC in that game. Like, they probably have like twice as many guns as DLC than they did originally in the game. There are just that many guns. And everybody that's talking about this new DLC is like, well, what happens if somebody that doesn't have the DLC picks up the DLC gun? Well, in Battlefield 3, if you don't have the DLC, you can pick up guns no problem. It doesn't lag out, it doesn't kick you from the game, it doesn't do anything, it just lets you pick them up. Because Battlefield 3 has updates that they do that take freaking hours upon hours to download. That's mainly because of how big the game itself is, whereas like just adding one gun probably wouldn't take that long to update. But if they just updated it and gave everybody the code for it, but not necessarily able to use it right off the bat, like in their own class, I think there wouldn't be any problems. Now, Call of Duty usually has that special game mode that they put in for like people just with the map. Or right now, everybody with just Nuketown 2025 can play. If they do that with the gun DLC, that'll be the most idiotic decision Call of Duty has made. Because then that would pretty much just be a game mode of everybody using the same gun. That is, if it's good. Which brings up another point. I don't want to be paying $15, or if you buy the season pass, however much you paid for the season pass, I think it's like $50. I don't want a piece of garbage gun. Like, I don't want the PM9 from Modern Warfare 3. And I mean, I know the PM9 could have been good if you used it a certain way, but you get my point. I think that this gun should be on par with, like, I don't know, like the Vector in Black Ops 2. Because, the Vector's like that mid-range, okay gun. It's not overpowered, it's not a piece of garbage. I think it should be around that range. It certainly shouldn't be bad, and then if we have it just a game mode in itself, where you can only use it in that game mode, that would be bad. Because then everybody would just be running around the same gun, and that would be dumb, and there would be no point. But I don't think there should be a problem in multiplayer with picking up this new gun. Now, in this DLC, you also get 4 maps, and also the Zombies map Die Rise, which we don't really know much about. But as for the other 4 maps, we have Hydro, Grind, Downhill, and Mirage. And the thing with Downhill is it appears to be a snow map, which Black Ops 2 doesn't have at the moment. And everybody seems to have a problem with snow maps. But if I remember correctly, in Black Ops 1, we had Summit. Everybody loved Summit. Summit was probably one of the best maps in that game, and that was a snow map. I think everybody just hates snow maps because they aren't really laid out correctly, or not necessarily correctly, well. And then, it's sort of hard to tell from the picture, but Hydro almost kind of looks like a snow map too, in like the background and whatnot. Grind looks like it's in a skate park. Die Rise we can't really tell much about. There appear to be like buildings and stuff in the background. And then Mirage kind of looks like it has a temple in the back with like a desert behind the guy on the left. And here's another place where I feel like I'm the only one that noticed. If you look closely at the picture of Hydro, the guy is holding what appears to be an MK46 from Modern Warfare 3. Now, it could be the MK48, I think it's called in Black Ops 2. I'm sorry if I'm getting the names wrong. I just don't have them here with me right now, and it's not really something I remember. But, I don't know, it just looks like a different LMG. And then if we go over to Mirage, the guy's holding an M4. And I'll also put a picture in of the M27, which would be the closest thing to what the gun in the Mirage picture looks like. But that is definitely an M4 variant. It looks like it has a little bit of mag pull on it. But there was no M4 in the campaign. There's no M4 in zombies. And there's no M4 in multiplayer. But the guy's holding M4 on a multiplayer map. So, I don't know. Everybody's taking a look at the Peacekeeper, whereas I actually looked at all the other maps and noticed that the guy's holding an M4 and what appears to be an LMG we haven't seen before. I don't know. It's all speculation right now. The Revolution map pack will certainly be a revolution in Call of Duty history with this gun DLC. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how Treyarch does it. I hope they do it quote-unquote correctly. There's always a right and wrong way of doing stuff, and I feel like the wrong way of doing stuff would be not having it be a universal multiplayer thing where even people without the DLC can pick up the gun. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Just go back, look at the pictures, tell me what you guys think of everything. Tell me if you like snow maps. I'm honestly a fan of snow maps. I like the snow maps. Summit was a great map. Outpost on Modern Warfare 3 was a tad bit of a disappointment. But, that map could have been like freaking desert with like flowers everywhere, and that map would have still been terrible. So I don't think the snow itself is what the problem is. I think it's just the layout. And let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you later.